In the world of intelligence, secrecy is crucial to hide the strategies shaping global geopolitics. This data is stored in the form of classified documents. Recently, some of these documents have been declassified and revealed to the public. Why were these declassified CIA documents revealed to the public? And most importantly, what information was revealed in them? Let's find out. Before we talk about the top secret military tactics revealed in these declassified CIA documents, we must have an understanding of what the CIA and declassified documents are. The CIA, or Central Intelligence Agency, was established on September 18, 1947. Its primary goal was to gather, process, and analyze information related to national security from around the world. When the CIA collects data, it is classified and only a few individuals have access to them. This is because the information contained in these documents can damage national security. After a while, these documents are declassified and to increase transparency and historical understanding. These documents reveal the truth of some past actions, ensure accountability, and prevent repeating mistakes. Now that we have an understanding of the CIA and declassified information, let's talk about the information revealed in them. The gondola wish. During the Cold War, paranoia and innovation collided in the form of gondola wish. It was a secret military operation carried out during the Cold War. The purpose behind this covert program was to explore the use of psychic abilities for spying. The Soviets were already working on a project like this, so the United States tried using remote viewing and extrasensory perception, or ESP, to gain advantage over their opponents. The hopes behind the project was that psychics could uncover Soviet secrets and predict their next movement with help of clairvoyancy and telepathy. The CIA wanted to see if these abilities could give them an edge in the Cold War, but whether it was successful or not still remains unclear. Here, people like Patrick H. Price were of great significance who had great psychic talents. His abilities impressed the CIA analysts and raised their hopes of gaining a supernatural edge in the Cold War. Operation Midnight Climax. And no, we're not talking about your girl. While the Cold War was in full swing, the CIA launched Operation Midnight Climax. This was a sub-project of the top-secret project MKUltra. It was initiated by Dr. Sidney Gottlieb in the 1950s to explore mind control techniques. As a part of this project, fake brothels were set up where individuals were drugged using LSD and other hallucinogens to see whether they can be used for interrogation and mind control. CIA declassified secrets revealed that this secret program was a complete violation of ethics and human rights. Many scientists and federal agents took part in this project before this was shut down completely in the 1960s. Supervisor White and former military intelligence officer Ira Ike Feldman noted that the subjects would speak more freely under the influence of sex and drugs, but its long-term effects were still uncertain. Operation Midnight Climax is an example of why such information in secret operations must be declassified. It reveals the extreme measures the CIA took during the time and how its implication reveals the need for government transparency, ethical research practices, and balancing human rights with national security. Satellite surveillance. As technology developed, physical and psychological operations were shifted to cutting-edge espionage with the help of satellite surveillance. These declassified CIA documents revealed the evolution of these satellite surveillance from its day during the Cold War to its key role in modern intelligence. The technology now is extremely capable, and its development has allowed us to capture real-time data and high-resolution images from space. This is a game changer, as one can spy on their opponents without them noticing. These satellites provide forces with valuable insights about enemy activities, nuclear development, and security threats. Satellite surveillance was crucial in monitoring the Soviet missile deployments and in tracking terrorist organizations in remote areas. Even though these provided significant strategic advantages, it also raised several ethical dilemmas. Nonetheless, these surveillance satellites will continue to shape international relations and military strategies today. Operation Neptune Spear. Operation Neptune Spear is undoubtedly one of the most celebrated covert operations in recent history. The operation was meticulously carried out to capture or kill the mastermind behind the unfortunate 9/11 terrorist attack. The declassified CIA documents revealed how the operation was planned, how the information was gathered, and how the plan was executed. Operation Neptune Spear was a global intelligence effort as many parties were centered on one elusive target: locate Osama bin Laden. Through intelligence, the team was able to locate Laden's advanced surveillance technologies hidden compound in Abbottabad after nearly 10 years. However, they eventually did with the help of advanced surveillance technologies, human intelligence, and multinational cooperation. The team's goal was clear: raid Osama's hideout and capture or kill him. This daring raid was conducted by Navy SEAL Team 6, and its success marked a significant victory. Operation Neptune's Spear success and the declassified information about it continues to influence military tactics and intelligence operations. Cyber warfare. In the world of cyber warfare, wars are fought with lines of code and cyber weapons instead of guns and ammunition. During the rise of cyber warfare, the CIA launched secret cyber operations to protect the interests of the United States and disrupt the networks of their opponents. Declassified documents revealed tell us how this was used to steal sensitive information and safeguard national security in cyberspace. One of these cyber operations was Stuxnet. Stuxnet was a combined US-Israel operation that used a malicious computer virus to target Iran's nuclear operations. This secret operation represents the drastic shift from early hackings to the more advanced warfare and cyber espionage techniques. Cyber warfare blurs the boundaries between espionage, sabotage, and defense, posing challenges to attribution and international laws. It's a major component of modern military tactics, shaping global conflicts and influencing national security policies. The results of these operations have sparked ongoing arguments about transparency, ethics, and balance between security and privacy in the digital age. Proxy wars and covert interventions. To advance the American interests and influence geopolitical outcomes, the CIA carried out proxy wars and covert interventions. The declassified documents revealed this secret tactic and mentions how the agency was involved in conducting destructive missions, organizing revolt in strategic regions, and supporting rebel groups. Some of these well-known operations were the Bay of Pigs invasion in Cuba and the support for anti-communist forces during the Cold War. The Bay of Pigs invasion was carried out to bring down Fidel Castro's communist government. It posed a threat due to Cuba's proximity to the United States. It was part of a broader geopolitical strategy to prevent the Soviet expansion into the Western Hemisphere. During the Cold War also, the US supported anti-communist forces globally. It was a key component of US foreign policy and was designed to undermine the Soviet influence and promote the American interests in strategically important regions. Operation Gladio. The declassified information reveals Operation Gladio, a secret NATO operation carried out during the Cold War to counter the Soviets' advantage in Europe through hidden networks and stay-behind armies. The declassified documents revealed the presence of secret paramilitary units who would carry out sabotage, gather intelligence, and guerrilla warfare in case of Soviet invasion. Operation Gladio had a controversial role in shaping Europe's post-war history, including claims of manipulation and false flag operations. It heavily impacted Cold War events, European security policies, and the delicate balance between collective defense and national sovereignty. The legacy of Operation Gladio offers important lessons in modern intelligence cooperation and defense tactics. The secret chapter from the CIA's book gives us insight into the ongoing efforts to shape effective and ethical intelligence and defensive practices within NATO and beyond. The Phoenix Program. The declassified CIA documents also revealed the US involvement in the Vietnam War. The CIA led a secret initiative called the Phoenix Program to dismantle the Viet Cong infrastructure in Vietnam through the interrogations, psychological operations, and targeted assassinations. The document revealed how torture and intimidation were used against the opposition in order to extract information. The Phoenix Program was controversial, and its impact on civilians and effectiveness in disrupting enemy networks is still up for debate. It also raised serious ethical and legal questions, such as human rights violation and the destruction of democratic principles during war. Operation Mongoose. Operation Mongoose, or the Cuban Project, was a secret military operation designed to do what the Bay of Pigs invasion failed to do: remove the communist Fidel Castro regime from power in Cuba. The documents revealed tell us about a series of secret activities like sabotage missions, propaganda campaigns, and attempts to assassinate Castro. These objectives came with the numerous operational challenges and ethical dilemmas, most importantly regarding the incorporation of assassination and sabotage as tools of foreign policy. The legacy of the Cuban Project continues to shape U.S.-Cuban relations and regional security dynamics in the countries. The Iran-Contra affair. The Iran-Contra incident was a secret military operation that shocked the Reagan administration. Information from the declassified documents exposed a secretive network of armed purchases and funding sources for the anti-communist Nicaraguan Contras, which violates U.S. law. Senior officials sold munitions to Iran to pay the Contras and obtain the release of U.S. hostages in Lebanon. It resulted in a number of ethical challenges and legal repercussions, including accusations of government fraud cover-ups and a weakening of legislative oversight. Secret operations in Afghanistan. Be it the Cold War or war against terrorism, Afghanistan has always been a focal point in many secret military operations carried out by the CIA. The documents have revealed the agency's involvement in supporting Afghan Mujahideen fighters against the Soviets in the 1980s. This secret operation not only shaped global dynamics, but was also a key contributor in the collapse of the Soviet Union. After the tragic events of 9/11, CIA operations in Afghanistan underwent serious evolution. The CIA's focus shifted towards counter-terrorism, with arms of elimination, terrorist organizations like Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. The secret activities transitioned into drone strikes and gathering information in order to disrupt and dismantle these extremist groups. However, carrying out operations in the complex and volatile environment of Afghanistan posed formidable challenges. The strategic triumphs and operations setbacks of the CIA's activities in Afghanistan are under severe investigation. While they were successful in removing important terrorist officials and blocking plots, setbacks such as civilian casualties and political issues, highlighting the ethical concerns in such operations. These initiatives have far-reaching and long-term ramifications for Afghan stability, U.S. foreign policy, and larger global war against extremism in the post-9/11 era. Ultimately, the impact of these top-secret military strategies serve as a reminder of the critical role of supervision, educated public discourse, and international cooperation in ensuring global security and stability.